Okay, welcome. Thank you very much for clicking on. Got a real nice haul video for you today. I'm going to share with you some of the treasures and gems I have found at my local car boot sales. I can tell you what I've paid for them, what I'm hoping to sell them for, and a little bit of the history about the items. So, what do you think? I really hope you like the video today. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a little group of items I purchased off a subscriber. I was down in Cowbridge on Sunday, and please forgive me if I get your name wrong. I think it was Scott. Um, if I have it wrong, please say and I'll correct it and apologise. I'm sure it was Scott, and as I walked up to the stall, he said hello, he recognised me, and he said, "Everything on you is cheap, I'm clearing." So, first thing he pulls up is this. And I instantly dismissed it, thinking it was a later version. I said, I only buy the Poole if it's Carter, Stable and Adams, or if it's the 70s stuff. The real Elvis in-your-face patterns. And anyway, he picks it up and goes, there you go, Carter, Stable and Adams. So what more do I need? A nice early piece of Poole. Carter, Stable and Adams is the mark they went by, the earlier mark. The ED isn't my name, even though my name's Ed. This is the artist, the painter's name. It's not the most popular thing in the world anymore, but you know what? You give it to me for a fiver. When he said he was giving everything away cheap, he meant everything away cheap. It's a 25 to £30 piece of Poole pottery, and I'm very grateful that he sold it to me. A little scratch by there. I was just checking then it wasn't a crack. But yeah, lovely little thing. Poole pottery, Carter, Stable and Adams, perfect name. That's the first piece. Then I love this. It might just be a chamber stick, but bear with me. How gorgeous is that? It's all engraved. It's got the words "Good Night" up here. It's got a little copper stud on the base. Now, I love metalware anyway, but how pretty is that for a chamber stick? It's early 20th century. Nice heavy gauge brass chamber stick. Now, candlesticks, chamber sticks, I can sell. Always. Never have a problem. And the fact it's a really sweet little thing that says good night. I think that's worth more than the Poole. I absolutely love that little chamber stick. I definitely think it's early 20th century rather than 19th, but it's a beautiful thing. I absolutely love it. And again, I think it was a fiver. So I'm really pleased with that. Then you give me this, which is cut glass. I don't know if it's the original bottle for the lid or whether they're just a marriage, but you know, it fits perfectly, and the lid is sterling silver, fully hallmarked, although it is a little dented and a bit rough. So I got two options. He charged me £2. Now, what a gift. How wonderful is he? You got a cut glass body, hand blown with a sliced base, and then a sterling silver top. If I was to chuck a tenner on, it's going to fly out in it. So £10–15, even in that condition, is a no-brainer. So I'm really grateful for that. And then he offers me these, which are, well, if you follow my channel or if you know me, you know I love drinking glasses. And he sold me a selection of three. They're 19th century. They're quite early 19th century, but they're 19th century custard cups, custard glasses. Beautiful example. I think this is the earliest of them. This is probably 1820, 1830, I would think. The others go up a bit later. But beautiful. Look at the way that handle's drawn. The handle starts at top, comes down, drawn, and finished off. It's beautiful. That's probably late Georgian, Regency. That's a nice one. Then these two, I think, are Victorian. But they're absolutely gorgeous. A group of three. Drawn handle again. That one could be another one, same sort of period as that, maybe a little bit later. But lovely things. 3 custard cups. And then we have a later one here. But do you know what? He charged me £10 for the 3. £3 each. For really nice, interesting custard cups. Now I can sell them as one lot because there are 3 different glasses. And what I can do is I can list them as a nice, interesting display of 3 different designed 19th century custard glasses. And I'm going to be tenner a glass, so my £10 is going to go into £30. I'd probably ask 35 to take 30. But yeah, really, really pleased. So thank you very, very much. He had a lovely stall. He had loads and loads on there. I picked up an Orifos decanter and I was umming and ahhing. I didn't ask a price. And he had a couple of really nice pieces on there. But thank you very much for saying hello. If I've got your name wrong, I'm really sorry. Please let me know. I had a lot of people come up to me on Sunday and everybody was introducing themselves. And to be honest with you, I've got confused with how many people have told me their name. So I am sorry. I think I am right. But if I'm not, I'm sorry. Next, I had these. There's two. Now, I believe they're church collection bowls, but they're extremely local to me here. They're not silver, unfortunately. They're oak, but a silver plate. And the inscription reads, presented by the United Sisterhood, Victoria Road, Fleur de Lis, in loving memory of Mrs. H. Can't even pronounce her name. What is it? Well, it looks like Arnold, but I could be wrong. So, thirdly, the local. This one's a better, clearer engraving. Yeah, Mrs. Arnold. In memory of Mrs. Arnold. So she was probably the president or something. But two nice church collection bowls. They cost £1 each. They're not going to be fortunes, but they're really interesting. They're nice. And I think they're £15 to £20 a bowl. And I'll probably sell them at £20, give or take, per bowl and list them individually. Because if you want one, you ain't going to want two. But to have one is a nice, interesting piece. Yeah, you never know. I'm going to do a ramble. Look at all them shells. Shell casings, rather. There is one dummy round on there, but I paid £5 for this. It's a double, well, big loop belt. And I got to be honest with you, right? There's over a kilo of brass here, right? So it's probably a £5, if not more. It's worth of scrap brass if I was to chuck her in a bag. Might even be more. So I've lost no money on a gamble. I paid a £5 for a full belt of cartridges, and well, what do I think? I think that's 20 quid in it of anybody's money, and it's a bit different. And I just like interesting things. However, hear me out. I bought the shells, and I was walking around, and I said to the lady, "Do you have a bag?" Because I was carrying these. I was carrying these two, which I'll share with you in just a minute. Anyway, she says, "Yeah, I got a bag you can have." She said, "It's even got some old coins in there. I don't want them." She said, "Foreign coins." And we got euros. And we got old pound coins. And I think there's 3 or 4 euros and 3 old pound coins in here as a job lot. That were all in the bag, and she didn't want them. She said, "Oh, there's a bag of some old coins in there. You can have them. I don't care." So I paid her a £5 for that, and I got probably a £5's worth of actual cash back offer in the bag for free. So does that mean my belt of bullets come in for nothing? Whichever way you want to work it. But either way, it's going to be a good listing for the website, and could even be 2 kilos there, you know. Really pleased. What it was, I was carrying these around. I bought these, so you got a good, heavy, solid brass, and it is solid brass. But again, it's a coal miner, and you know what I'm like with anything coal mining. I absolutely love it. So I had that. I paid £6 for that, and I paid £6 for my little brass eagle. They're not fortunes. The brass coal miner is probably 20-25 quid, and probably similar on the eagle. But I was carrying them around, and I asked for a bag, and that's the money come in free. Can't be a bad thing if you're given euros and pound coins, even if they're old pound coins, in a bag for free, they can still be cashed in. Then I had this, which is absolutely gorgeous. The downside with it is it's got a couple of very small nibbles, but look at that. How beautiful is that? It is a perfume bottle, and it is a designer perfume bottle too, by a designer called Oleg Cassini. And it is signed. And if I can capture the signature, you can just about see it there, I think, in the middle. So it's a signed piece by Oleg Cassini. Now, it's got a couple of very small nibbles. I don't know if you can see it just but there. Really tiny. But I still think it's a £20 perfume bottle with those couple of nibbles with my eyes closed. And it came in for £2. What was it, £1? I think it was £2. I keep a record in the car of what I buy, but I don't bring it in. And to be honest with you, I can remember 99.999% of what I buy and what I pay for it, especially when I'm filming this close to buying it. So then I had a little birdie paperweight, and this one came in for £1, and this is Swedish glass by the Pukeburg factory. There you go, Pukeburg of Sweden. Still got his label on it. So a nice bird paperweight. Now, I don't know if you remember, I bought a couple of these the other day in Tirabirth car boot sale, a clown and that. The clown, I think, was pulling £45. I haven't even looked how much the bird is pulling. It might be a little wren or chicken. I have no idea what it is. I don't really care. All I know is the maker, and it's a paperweight, or it's going as a paperweight, and it's probably going to be £25 to £30 for my pound. If you're turning those type of profits, you're not having a bad day. Let's be totally honest. Now, the next piece I'm going to show you actually goes back to one of my recent videos. I talked about how to maximize profits without changing your item. And one of the things in there was bundling. Well, anyway, I bought this bundle. Massive bag full of Swarovski crystal. And you got everything in here from a horse and carriage, pineapple. Oh, is that a VW camper? Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. That may be going upstairs. My wife loves the VWs. Anyway, you got aeroplanes and clocks. You name it, there's tons in here. There's a Ferris wheel in here. I haven't even checked it over for condition. There's about 20, 30 pieces in it, I guess. Quite heavy. There's a big bag full. And the lady turned around to me and said, you can have the lot for £3. Some charity shops I go in sell these at £5 and £10 each. So there's going to be a job lot going back out. And if there's one or two with a bit of damage on, so be it. It's going back out as a job lot. In amongst it also was this clock, which I've taken out. I need to confirm if that's Swarovski or not. That was part of it. I've took it out to double check, because if it is, it's going to be a standalone piece. But I think it is part of the Temptations range again. But that was in with them. And if it is Swarovski, then, because the Temptations are by Swarovski, then that'll be sold with it. I also bought this down in Cowbridge, which is a massive canteen. But can you see the name in that corner? WMF. Now, there's a couple of different designs. It's not a full set of the same design. But it is all WMF. I'm trying to find a big picture of the mark to show you. By the way, there's 2 layers of this in here. It weighs a ton. There's tons and tons of it in here. And it's by WMF. I am not even going to try and read that. Not interested. But there's a full canteen in here. Now, there are some pieces in here that are not WMF. He did tell me on the day. He said There was 2 or 3 different patterns of WMF, plus 1 or 2 English pieces in here, apparently. But for a tenner for the entire canteen, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to break it down. So I'll get 6 WMF forks, 6 WMF knives, the carving set by WMF. I'm going to split it all up tidy. By the time I'm finished, this will pull a couple of £100 for a tenner. If you like any of the stuff in today's video, go across to the website and have a browse, and have a browse of the other stuff on there. Thousands and thousands of pieces of stock, loads and loads of articles, interesting articles, and it's just interesting. So go and have a look at the website, antiquesarena.com. So next I had a bit of Gouda. So we have 1490 Flora Gouda Holland Viola. So 1490 is going to be the shape, Viola is going to be the pattern, and Gouda Holland is the make. So we have a hand-painted Dutch vase by Gouda. It cost me £1. It's not going to be fortunes, 10 or 15. And this one I haven't even looked up yet. So we've got a nice pottery chamber stick, hand-painted, and the details are on the base. So this one is handmade and hand-decorated in Gwynley Pottery, Pontisaris, Carmarthen. And it is signed on the base as well as the label. And again, it cost me £1. Value, I don't know, I haven't looked it up. 10, 15, £20. I think that's all I'm going to put in for today's video. Is there anything in particular you liked? If so, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If it's something you don't like, put it in. I'm happy. I'm always happy to listen and hear your opinions. If you like the videos, please like, comment. If you want to help the channel, I would be eternally grateful if you'd share the videos or recommend somebody to the videos or the website. Yeah, just be grateful for your support. Thank you very much. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.